Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're exploring one of the most timeless and fascinating questions in relationships. What do women truly seek in a partner? On the surface, the answers might sound simple. You'll hear phrases like, "I want someone who cares. I want someone who makes me laugh. I want someone who supports me." But if you've ever been in a relationship, or even tried to build one, you know there's often a gap between what's said and what's really felt. A woman may tell you she values attention, but when you give her constant attention, she feels smothered. She may tell you she wants protection, but when that protection turns into jealousy or control, she pulls away. So the real question is this: how do you connect with a woman on a deeper, more meaningful level? The level where respect, admiration, and attraction grow stronger over time instead of fading away. That's exactly what we're unpacking today. And here's the twist: we're looking at it through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Why Stoicism? Because Stoicism isn't about chasing trends or playing games. It's about timeless principles of self-control, inner strength, and living in alignment with your values. And those same principles can transform the way you approach relationships. In this video, I'll share 5 subtle behaviors women value deeply but rarely say out loud. These aren't tricks, they're not manipulation. They're authentic ways of showing up as a grounded, confident man. When you understand these principles, you'll stop second-guessing yourself and start naturally creating the kind of connection that lasts. So stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll see relationships from a completely new perspective. And before we dive in, don't forget to hit subscribe. Every step you take toward mastering your mindset is a step toward thriving relationships and a more fulfilling life. Alright, let's get started. 1. Focus on your own life first. This one might sound counterintuitive, but hear me out. Sometimes, what truly attracts a woman is not your constant availability, it's your independence. Now, don't get me wrong. No woman will ever come out and say, "Please ignore me for a while." That sounds absurd. But here's the truth: when you live with purpose and focus on your own journey, you naturally draw her in. Think about it. A man who is always waiting by his phone, ready to respond instantly to every text, gives off the impression that he has nothing else going on. His time isn't valuable, so why should she value it? On the other hand, a man who's busy building, creating, pursuing his passions, or improving himself radiates energy. She starts to wonder, what's he working on? What drives him? Why is he so engaged? That curiosity fuels attraction. This doesn't mean you ghost her or play hard to get. That's not Stoicism. That's manipulation. What I'm talking about is authentically prioritizing your mission, your work, your growth. The Stoics remind us to control what we can and release what we can't. You can't control whether she texts you back. You can control how you spend your time, how you invest in yourself, and how you shape your life. And here's the paradox: when you focus on yourself, you actually become more attractive to her, because she sees you as grounded, disciplined, and independent. 2. Jealousy doesn't protect, it weakens. Now let's tackle something that destroys many relationships: jealousy. You might think showing jealousy proves you care. After all, movies and culture often frame it as romantic. He got jealous because he loves me. But here's the harsh truth: jealousy rarely communicates love. It communicates insecurity. Picture this: she's out with friends. Maybe another guy is talking to her. Instead of trusting her, you start interrogating her when she comes home. In her mind, the questions start piling up. Does he not trust me? Does he think I'd betray him? Is he doubting his own worth? And slowly, that doubt chips away at her respect. Stoicism offers a solution: control your responses, not her actions. If she chose you, it's because she sees value in you. And if she didn't, then no amount of jealousy or control will fix it. The most attractive stance is calm confidence. When another man flirts with her, you don't panic. You don't overreact. You simply think, "I know who I am. I know my worth. If she's with me, it's because she chooses to be." That quiet strength is far more powerful than any outburst of jealousy. 3. Women notice how others see you. Here's one that might surprise you: women actually appreciate it when their partner has healthy friendships with other women. At first, this might sound like a recipe for conflict. But here's why it matters. When other women enjoy your company, it signals something important. You are a man of value. Think of it like social proof. In life, we're naturally drawn to what others find valuable. If she sees that women respect you, admire you, or simply enjoy being around you, it reassures her that she made the right choice. Now, don't get this twisted. This isn't about flaunting your female friends or making her jealous on purpose. That's immature. It's about authenticity. About showing that you can form meaningful, respectful connections. And yet, among all the options, you've chosen her. That realization strengthens the bond, because it says, yes, others value me, but I choose you. 4. Decisiveness is magnetic. Let's talk about leadership. Many men think that going along with everything she says makes them easier to love. I'll just let her decide. I don't want to upset her. But here's the truth. Indecision drains attraction. When you take the lead, whether it's choosing a restaurant, planning a date, or making bigger life decisions, you communicate confidence. You show that you're not afraid of responsibility. Now, let's be clear. Leadership isn't dictatorship. It's not about ignoring her voice or steamrolling over her. True leadership is grounded in conviction but flexible enough to respect her input. Stoicism ties in perfectly here. A Stoic man doesn't live by fear of making mistakes. He acts in alignment with his values, and if he's wrong, he learns and adjusts. That's real strength. Confidence isn't about always being right. It's about owning your decisions and standing firm in who you are. And that kind of presence is magnetic. 5. Passion doesn't always mean long, planned romance. Finally, let's break a myth. Romance isn't always about grand gestures, candlelight dinners, or hours of intimacy. Sometimes, what makes the biggest impact is a brief, passionate, spontaneous moment. Why? Because it's raw. It's real. It breaks routine. Think of it as lightning, quick, powerful, unforgettable. Those bursts of intensity create memories that linger. Stoicism teaches us to live in the present, to stop overthinking and just be here, now. And when you apply that to intimacy, it means letting go of expectations and focusing entirely on the connection in front of you. It's not about the length of time, it's about the depth of presence. One mindful, authentic moment can mean more than hours of going through the motions. Final thoughts. So, what do women truly seek? It's not endless attention, jealous protectiveness, or blind agreement. It's authenticity. It's confidence. It's presence. It's a man who knows his worth, pursues his purpose, and builds a life of value, while choosing to share that life with her. When you embrace these Stoic principles, you stop chasing approval and start radiating the quiet strength that naturally draws her closer. And that's the kind of connection that doesn't just survive, it thrives. If this message resonates with you, drop a comment saying, "I'm confident and in control." Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insights. Together, let's keep building stronger, more authentic connections. Stay grounded, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next one.